Okay, so incoming round 2 of this series, this best out of 5, taken from the event, the team event, America versus Europe. Once again, representing America, you have SeleCT here, the Red Terran, Korean player living in the US for quite a while, frequent flyer of the North American server, and he's going to be facing against the Blue Zerg LiquidRet, Dutch player, old Brood War veteran, representing Europe here, pro gamer for several years, and hopefully it's going to be another intense match, because boy, the first one was really cool. I really enjoyed that match. Just huge macro game by Ret, as you guys saw, and well, basically on the final minutes he was kind of just streaming units out of his hatcheries and completely bashing away a SeleCT. But it had its moments, was a pretty intense match, and I enjoyed it. Now on this map, things might go a different way, as you might imagine, because we're talking here about steps of war, and basically here the tendency is for the players to go for early aggression, lots of pressure early on, because the rush distance is really short and you can easily be knocking on your opponent's door. So that might result on both players considering some really fast strategies to apply a lot of aggression early on and see if their opponent breaks. Still kinda soon, but as you can see, SeleCT is just starting his wall with the first racks. 2 racks play is something that is seen often here, by the way, and notice on Red's side he's probably going to go for 14 supplies soon, but I don't think he's going to go for a really fast hatch like 14 hatch, because it would spell trouble for him. It's hard to defend, especially if your opponent going for a lot of early pressure. And let's take a look. Apparently SeleCT is going for a lot of early pressure, I would say. 2 racks play early on this game. He might be pumping several Marines and throwing them on Red's face. See if Red can back it up, can resist the offense, while Red getting spawning pool first, so good option by Red. The proper answer, the proper reply to that 2 racks play on a map such as this one. Still quite hard to defend. You guys know how intense and powerful 2 racks play might be early on the early stages of the game. Hopefully Ret is going to be able to muster up a small Zergling army, or he might be in trouble. Already getting the Zergling speed, so I think he's going to commit himself to plenty of Zerg play, at least early on the game. Lots of Zerglings roaming around. Positioning of the Overlords, getting one here on the south side, probably just to keep tabs on what's going on beyond that wall that SeleCT is creating on his ramp. SEV getting pulled back, while Red picks up his hatchery later on, obviously after he has the spawning pool, making sure he's going to have some defenses. And interesting or not, as you can see, SeleCT did make some Marines, but he didn't send any of them to apply early pressure on Red. So I guess his plan might be a bit different. Incoming Zerglings trying to get us around, but 3 Marines against those 4 Zerglings, I guess it's gonna be possible to defend. Yeah, there it is. SeleCT was able to just fend them all off, and now he's gonna lose the Overlord. I don't think it's gonna survive, and this is gonna spell trouble for Red. I think he's supply locked. Yes, it is. He needs to get some more Overlord so he can continue his build. Not good early on the game, losing an Overlord like that, but I guess it's just part of the game. And, whoa, I'm a bit surprised. As you guys can see, SeleCT going for the command center, picking up his expo as well. So instead of going for a lot of early pressure, he's just establishing his game. And basically, we're not seeing any kind of early aggression. Actually, Ret was the one that attempted to apply a little bit of pressure and send some Zerglings in. But now with this amount of Marines here, it's going to be hard. He's going to need to reinforce his army and actually muster up, get a stronger army and a better unit composition. Some roaches would be an option, I would say, but I guess that Ret will make that decision soon enough. What else is he building here? Still not much. He's just hanging there, making the work transfer, so he's been droning quite a lot to get a lot of drones on that natural expo. Taking a look at the harvester count, still SCVs leading the way for SeleCT. Now not really, 23 against 21, balance still close, and the econ-wise, the economy is still similar as well. So apparently the game is balanced for now, both players committing themselves to a bit of econ game, a bit of macroing. I'm surprised because, well, it's steps of war, but still it's good, all good news. And notice how SeleCT is making this wall off here, making a long barrier, avoiding, making sure that units incoming from Red will be forced to go all the way around, and well, he will have more time to blast him away, obviously. Okay, Ret is gonna prepare something. Baneling's Nest, okay. So no Roach Warren for now, preparing his Banelings. Maybe trying to attempt some kind of bust later on. Incoming all the Zerglings, entering this natural exo, but instantly pulled back. He's just not able to resist the amount of forces that are established here by Select. There's the bunker, static defense with plenty of Marines in it and more Marines on the outside. Now Select starting to work out of his natural expo and showing on the income, pulling a bit ahead, even having less harvesters, but still fairly balanced. It's not that much of a gap. Now, build-wise, let's take a look at what are they planning on building now. Finally, the Roach Warren is getting on its way, and the Baneling's Nest just got finished, while Ret apparently is preparing himself to pick up a third base, second expo. Interesting play, and apparently both players are committed to a bit of macro play. I kind of like that, especially on this map. It's not something that you see that often. What else is Select building here? Let me take a look. Okay, plenty of mech apparently. He's gonna make Mass Hellion. Ooh, nice move here. But he does have the tech lab there, so we might see some siege tanks later on, and also an armory already set and ready to go. Will it be Thor's or upgrades for his units? I honestly not sure at the moment, but I guess we're going to see it soon enough. So 2 racks play with 2 factories. Meanwhile, the orbital command working just fine. Econ wise, leading the way now. Ret is pumping a lot of harvesters, as you can see. That Zergling just came here to take a look, take a peek at what's going on, and there's plenty of workers already running here. Still this rock not finished. Oh, poor Zergling was bashing at it by itself, and incoming a big wave of Hellions. They're gonna make a push, and Aliens roast drones and Zerglings really quickly. Oh, those Banelings, this is not good. Oh, we lost one Baneling there, and now the Roach and the Queen trying to fend them off. Aliens passing straight into the main base. Nice surround with those Zerglings with Zergling speed. Ooh, look at how fast they got those Aliens down. Brilliant play there. Awesome positioning there, intercepting all those Aliens before they even reach any of the mineral lines. Hellions, especially with blue flame, they're just a huge mess. And now, okay, Select transitioning into the siege tanks. No more Hellion play for him, I would say, and he's going for a very heavy mech play here. 3 factories already. He transitioned from that 2 racks play into this pressure with a lot of mech. He still has some Marines there, as you guys can see. 14 Marines, first siege tank came out, and there's a big mix here on the red side. Incoming an assault with the Roaches and a lot of Banelings ready, but as you guys can see there, army wise, Red is a bit ahead. 84 against 75, 10 supply ahead, and now the Roaches trying to pump some damage into that bunker with all of those Banelings advancing. Incoming massive explosions, I would say, pulling a lot of SCVs from the mineral line. Boom, all of them exploding with the blasts from the Zerglings and the Banelings, and the Roaches spewing acid everywhere. Oh, massive meltdown on that Marine force, and Select doesn't have much else to turn to. His forces just got completely melted away, and now there's a wave of Zerglings backed up by a couple of Roaches entering the main base, chewing down the remaining forces from Select. Still a couple of Marines there, oh, so weak, got killed, and the Zerglings finishing off the work. There's nothing left for Select to defend, and meanwhile there's a big stream incoming from Red, and he was forced to GG out of this match. Whoa, fairly intense and fast match here, and Red just did Baneling, Zergling, Roach combination here, and I was taking a look at his main base. He actually went for the Lair Tech, but didn't went for any Mutalisks or anything like that. Still quite interesting. He got the Baneling speed and work pretty well for him. Well, what can I say? 2-0 for Red. Select needs to start doing something about this pretty soon, because it's going to be the 3rd game. It's a best out of 5. He needs to take this serious and commit himself to some strong strategy for the next game. It's done. 2nd game finished. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. See you all later.